done some updating to the Twitch streamer program, and I'm not 100% sure what one of them's doing with the audio. I think it should be coming through, but it's kind of showing me I don't know if it's compressing it or something like that. It's showing me two lines that are sort of, maybe it's left and right audio. Anyway, Satisfactory. I didn't do any work on the factory during the week for various reasons. I guess what we want to do today really is sort of take the base down and try and maybe organise things a bit better in terms of. I just want to check something. This is just concrete, isn't it? Foundations. There's no iron involved. No. What we'll probably end up doing is almost stopping there, basically, in the sense of, getting a whole. I want to get a whole big flat area laid out that we can actually rebuild everything on. So, yeah, it's kind of. I'll be honest. I'm starting to feel this stream might be a bit. This series might be a bit cursed. I know it's a dramatic thing to say, but. One of the VOD, well, the next VOD, next Friday's VOD, has been copyright claimed, and I mean, there's nothing in it that nobody else's content in it other than obviously Coffee Stain Studio, and THQ Nordic by extension as their owner and what have you. So it's their content, if anybody's. I mean, obviously it isn't. And they have a statement up on their website saying, it's completely free use. They're happy with anyone doing, videos and streams and all that sort of stuff. The music is entirely original. There's no, copyright music on it. And what I think it is, and I mean, the whole YouTube copyright system is just atrocious. It just, it's like built with the assumption that anyone making the claim is right. And it's like they've done this claim, and it shows you what supposedly you've stolen, and from the beginning, that's not the right assumption, is it? You're innocent until proven guilty, surely, in any judicial, in any legal system there is. Well, no, not in any legal system there is, but in our legal system. You're innocent until proven guilty. So why is the assumption that I have stolen it? And it's like, in order to contest it, I had to pick a reason to contest it, and the reason is it's not flipping theirs, and I can't. There's no way of selecting that reason. It's like, this is a completely spurious claim. Is not a reason I can select to contest it. But it shows you the bit that you've supposedly stolen. And basically, it's like a tiny section. It's from last week's stream of where I was basically in the inventory over by the car, and I was literally I was like no, I wasn't in the inventory. I was like I'd built the hub or something, because I needed to make a new car or something. I can't remember whereabouts it was. It was about halfway through. And it's clearly this whoever's claiming it, they've obviously done a stream as well. Not that I could find it. I couldn't actually find whatever this stream is supposed to be, wherever it's meant to be. Let's do a couple of storage boxes. Stick all the base in there, basically. Stick them up in here. And yeah, supposedly I've stolen this content. That's what the system is saying. Which I haven't. Obviously, it's my, my stuff. Probably want to be somewhat organised about this. Let's see if we can't. Because the reason I was looking at the concrete is because I don't know. I've only got 500, and I don't know if that kind of how many that's going to make us. Because it's a couple each per foundation. Yeah, so like 6 for them, 3, 4, 5 for them. I wonder why they're exactly the same but they're different. That seems a bit odd. But yeah, so, you know, the next video has this kind. I mean, it's, you know, and this is the whole other thing. The content's not. I'm not even a monetizing creator on YouTube. I have 13 subscribers. You know, of which I'm pretty sure when they happened, like 6 of them at least are bots, and the others are, you know, some of the guys who watch, you know, their Factorio streams, like catching up or whatever. You know, which, you know, that's why they're there. They're not there as some money-making scheme. I mean, you're talking about, you know, small, you know, small indie games, and this is the stuff that won't fit in, isn't it? Yeah. That I stream, you know, which have, you know, stated policies that anyone can use their content. So what's the problem? You know, how is that even a problem? Let's put some of my gear in this one. You know, the random bits I've got as well. So we're not got any use for them. Put a couple of those miners in there. We could have another chest. Oh, I can't. I need to grab a load of iron plate. So yeah, as I say, I expect this stream will just be a boring one, but I'm sort of considering just binning the whole thing off, if I'm totally honest, because, you know, it's not really getting you know, a regular audience, which, you know, it's fine. It's not why I'm doing any of the streaming. But, you know, no one cares effectively. That's what I mean. You know, it's not any big problem. No one's going to be disappointed as such if I stop streaming it. Oh, I should. The weird arrangement in my headphone, weird angles, is because this is the other thing. I was kind of forced by the bloody postman to take somebody else's parcel in. So there could be a knock at the door, and I'm going to have to give them their parcel. I told him I didn't want to do it, and he was like, you know, the postman's an absolute. Yeah. I'd complain about him, but it's kind of, you know, it's a bit too problematic, to be honest with you. What he does, you know, why I say that, what he does basically is he'll knock on your door, you know, he's got a parcel for you, knocks on your door, and then he literally disappears. You know, he's like, he waits, you know, a nanosecond. And I'm not exaggerating, he literally knocks, I've seen him do it. He knocks on the door and then he's off, you know, and he doesn't wait for you to actually, you know, answer your door, which is just, you know, I know they've got time pressures, which is why I don't want to complain, because they're put under all these pressures to do stuff. But it's like, you know, at least give me a second to come down the bloody stairs. You know? Alright, so I can get... I might put actually them... not on leaves. I'm trying to have these organised so at least they're roughly, you know, because I know from experience of doing, you know, base teardowns in Factorio that if you just slap everything in random chests, it's like counterproductive. It gets quite confusing quite quickly. So them in there. Didn't I have one with rotors in already, or was I looking for one? So that's wires. That's iron plate and iron ore. That's cables. Steel thingamies. Put them in there then. What about them? Spiked rebars. I can put them with my sort of gear, because that's just for the gun. Alien carapace. Put them in there. So, was that bio? No, this is the bio. Yes, put that in there. I'll hold on to the... What about silica? Let's put a silica in there. So what we got? We got screws, we got bars. How many? Because that'll be coal, steel, organic stuff, random rubbish, coal. Okay, so we need a few more chests. So we're going to end up with quite a lot of these. To tear everything down. So I might as well stick going. Well, it's because, yeah, I'm doing this because I didn't really know. Yeah, I was just throwing stuff together before. So I say I'm not. Can I not dismantle that? Yeah, okay. I assumed it was a thing I could dismantle, but I guess not. So I want to pick all of these up that we can. I shouldn't forget the old... Oh. Okay. wasn't what I was intending to pick up there, but there we go. I'll leave the power poles. But yeah, so I'm sort of wondering, is this some sort of cursed stream series, you know, that maybe I should just give it up as a bad job? I mean, you know, it wouldn't be anything new. I sort of had a go at streaming Crashed Oreo as well before, and that, you know, over on YouTube. So it wouldn't be the first one I abandoned. Right, so let's pick all of these up. What picked up now? Why not? Oh, am I full? No, not full. Why are you not letting me? Just not got the angle right, I guess. But yeah, I sort of need to. I was gonna, you know, the thing I was gonna try and do was look at the ratios and stuff. You know, try and work things out a bit, but I just haven't had time, to be honest with you. So yeah, so I don't actually know what the base needs to look like. So I say I'll just do a short one. If I'd done that, I would have done a longer one and actually started building it. But I think we'll just do like we did last episode and sort of we'll just put sort of randomly researchy, you know, bits in there. Got a lot of silica though. So we've got more cables here. Well, wires, cable. Yeah, so I may have to randomly dash off. And, no. What about rods in there? No. That's coal. Rods in there. Put screws in there. Put, you know, whatever them modular frames in there. Put that in there. So we should be left with iron plate. Oh, we got iron ore as well. You know, bar things. Probably going to need a couple of these, aren't we? So how about we make another one of them? Oh, you need bars. Okay. Makes sense, but that's a bit of a pain. So if we put another one, because we're going to need copper as well. Yeah, raw stuff. There's going to be quite a lot of that. So how about we put them, or a good chunk of them, in there, and then we put them in there. How about that? How about that? Yes, so let's take some more. So I want to have a good chunk of limestone before I sort of turn that, tear that down. I'll probably leave the vehicle, well, assuming the vehicle's not dropped below the surface again. Should we go and have a look? Are either from a movie? It's a bit odd that that's not moving. This bug is horrendous. I've had it. Maybe I'm, you know, maybe I've done something silly, or you know, some specific problem with the save file. But because I loaded up the map to try and take some screenshots. That's not moving, is it? That tractor. Well, there must be a map system. You know, even if it's an upload. It's just not moving, that tractor. That I can tell. Keeping my cursor, you know, my compass straight. It doesn't appear to be moving. And this vehicle is over here, so that's not a thing. I bet that's fallen below the surface again. But we'll leave the hub here. What I will do is disconnect it though. So I say we'll have the hub there. I might have to change that plan. But assuming the vehicle... I mean, you know, if it's gone below the surface again, I'm just going to put a gigantic belt system in. It's not moving, is it? We could attempt to find it. It's probably not that far away. Will it do if I do a general ping, will that tell me distance to it? Because I don't think I can ping for vehicles, you see. It's not moving. I bet it's under the surface again. Because it should have been here by now, I would have thought. Because it's quite a short trip. But yeah, it just seems to, like, I don't know. Well, I honestly don't know what the actual bug is, obviously. But basically, it'll just, you know, randomly, essentially, spawn the vehicle underground. Is that full of stuff? We might as well just let that process then. Yes, so we can pick this up. So cut the flow off, at the least. And we wanna. I'll probably. If I pick these conveyors up and leave the smelters for now, I don't know, because there is another. Let's have a look. Actually, there is another copper that we found all the way over there, and I put. Didn't I put some... Yeah, there you go. I think I put some stuff over there. I was looking at the... when I was doing the vehicle finding last time, I was looking at the map it's got on that website, and it's huge. There's there's loads of resources. I can imagine. I mean, because they're very fixed, I can imagine a point where you would. Yeah, you see, there's loads and loads of that in there. If I take all, I can actually take it all. Okay. I guess we've upgraded our inventory quite a bit, haven't we? So, okay, let's go and chuck some of this back in the thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's sort of starting to feel like almost more trouble than it's worth. This whole series, because I bet they don't even reply. I bet there's no reply to that. This content isn't yours. Why are you attempting to claim it? Huh? Does it not store? Why is that not 200? So how much has it got in it then? So it's 2, 4, 6. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8 rows of 3. So that's 24. So it looks like it's a bit of a random number, isn't it? Maybe it's an integer. A 2. What should we call it? A divisible by 2 number, basically. So let's put some of them in there. I had some of these others, so cables. Oh, what was the flashlight button? Was it up? No. T? Oh, that's the emoticons. What was the... No? Is it V? No. B. There we go. Just looking for me, so that's rods, that's screws, not many screws. That's them. So, modular frames we haven't got. We did pick up some iron, thingies. Might as well put the copper in there next to it. What's that? Is that iron ore? That's iron ore. Coal was in. Is it that one? Or that one? There we go. Yeah, I mean, if I'd had the time and kind of the inclination, I'd have, disassembled the base beforehand because I don't know that this is particularly interesting content, but I say I can't really do much until we sort of start again in a sense. So I mean, what we'll inevitably find, and it happens with Factorio as well, is you take the whole thing apart and then you start rebuilding it and you discover that you don't have something that's like, super complicated to make. I mean, that vehicle's, okay. That tractor is just not moving, so it's obviously spawned it underground. I wonder if part of the problem with the bug is perhaps that it's, how to put it, your vehicles are obviously moving. So if the vehicle, if it doesn't know where to put them, as it were, height-wise, or they move, compared to where it saves them, something like that, then it will get it wrong, sort of thing. But so it does explain why it dropped it, miles and miles below. That's clearly not, not right. So I have to be a little careful with the power, of course, because that is over there. Oh. That's snaking all the way over. But I think what I'm going to say, I'll go and investigate at some point. But if I deconstruct this, because there's a whole load of stuff. There's a little bit of stuff in it. So do I get that back? That would be interesting. Experiment. Well, it's taking a while. So have I got that? Oh no, it doesn't look like I have. So you must lose them. Because you get the other stuff back. Yeah, we've lost them. Interesting. Know that for future. I mean, there were so few of them, so it doesn't matter. But yes, so this may well be the last. I don't think it'll be the last episode. I mean, the other thing is a Dyson Sphere program, which I do know how to play properly. Not that I don't think I'm doing badly at this. It's just it's unfamiliarity really. But Dyson Sphere program has just done their next big update, and that includes. No, have I looked at them? That includes the new system for putting on. Was this organics? No, this one. Yeah. Automatically doing. What are they called? I did this last time. I can't remember what they're called. They're sorters, basically. It's not. It's a copy and paste function rather than a blueprinting system that is meant to be coming. Where the heck are the modular frames? Something. Oh, they're there. Put them in there. One of them as well. So find somewhere to put that. I'll put that in there. And then. What's that? That's mycelia, so we can put that in there. Sort of organics chest. That's the fourth one of those I've got in less than an hour. Obviously some spam system has got my number. Why do some people think that the only way of getting on in life is to take advantage of other people? Why is that, the way some people live their lives? Right, anyway, existential woes aside, take these down. Not connected to anything. I'll leave that one going. So I think I'll leave them there for the time being. We do need to do the whole copper thing as well. So we'll leave them be for the moment. Get rid of this. Is there a... Yeah, there we go. One of them. One of them. Yeah, I was kind of anticipating setting up a vehicle to the other copper place, you know, and doing that, but if they're that buggy and it keeps spawning it underground, I'm just not going to bother, and I'll just use belts, I guess. But because what I'm kind of anticipating is we end up with like a, what in Factorio, you know, you probably refer to a town system where, you know, we have specific, you know, bases basically, you know, making particular components and materials. And then maybe we use the train system, which I assume is not quite as busy, to move things around, you know, in the big scale of things, as you were. You take that out, because turn the power off anyway. But plus, of course, our vehicle is clearly stuck underground, so, you know, it doesn't matter if the unloader's not working. I wonder if there's a more efficient way of doing this. Oh! That's because I have inventory space, is it? Yeah, okay. Right, let's go and chuck these in chests. But yeah, I'm thinking... Oh, sorry, I didn't quite finish that thought then when that phone call happened. Basically, yeah, I'm thinking maybe I sort of almost go back to Dyson Sphere program. Because the trouble with the update... well, I suspect you can probably do the... no, wrong one. Wait, where's copper? Did I have a copper one? No. I thought I put copper in one of them. No? Okay. Yeah, so the update, basically, you... if I put them in one of these, because there's not very many of them, just pop them in there, maybe. Let's get rid of some more of them. No. No. There. Rods in there. Let's grab some more concrete. And maybe I alternate, you know, maybe I do... The trouble is, in order for this to become, I think, a better series, I would need to do some work off stream. And I don't know that I've got time for that. You know, if I left it too... I mean, part of the thing is, I seem to feel... It feels like I'm getting momentum to it. Because, you know, it's only a 2-hour stream. And then I end it. You know, it's sort of... Just as I'm starting to get somewhere, I end the stream. So, I mean, it's connected at the moment, but let's disconnect this. So that's taken this down, because there is no power at all. This whole bit. Well, we're full, obviously. Oh, we're definitely full. Yeah, so let's ferry some more stuff over. I'll pick up this as well eventually, I guess. It should just be powering you? No? Maybe they've not even got the juice to power up the... Oh, I guess that's running on it as well, is it? Okay. It doesn't matter, we've got plenty of stuff now anyway. So this was steel or something, wasn't it? Yeah, there we go, steel pipes. This is screws. This is more rods. That's them. Lots of iron plates. We have chests and chests and chests of iron plates, I imagine. So that one's now full. What else we got? We got rotors. No, rotors. Got cables, wires, rotors, rotors, rotors. Cool. Okay. So I guess if it can't even run that, I might as well pick it up. Right. We haven't got any hub things we can work on, so it doesn't matter. Take them. Missed anything? I don't think so. So yeah. Maybe I'm just feeling a bit down generally on the whole situation. But as I say, I was sort of like, you know, because I mean, I obviously didn't know about the Dyson Sphere going out today, but they had said that they were on track according to their roadmap, and it was meant to come out this week. So I sort of, there's only like 5 of them making the game, so it's like, guys, if you extra week, couple of weeks isn't. I don't think anyone would begrudge them, sort of thing. But yeah, they've released it. So I was thinking maybe. I say the problem with it is, or the difficulty is that, in order to, I would imagine, I don't know, but I would imagine the sort of copy and pasting thing is just anyone can do that. Irrespective of looking at the wrong thing. Irrespective of being a new map, old map, or anything like that. I might put some of these in here as well instead. I expect that's irrespective of whatever. But in order to like see the new planets and stuff, you have to start a new game, which makes sense. I mean, it's already, if you're playing an old save, it's already spawned. Should I take this down? Yeah, I can. Come on, it doesn't completely invalidate everything we've done. Well, it didn't warn me about anything, so. Yeah, so I think can just sort of play with the sort of inserter copy and pasting on an old map, I would assume. What's going on here? No? There we go. But yeah, in order to play with the interesting new stuff, you need to start a new map. Oh, well, I mean, copy and pasting is interesting, but the new planets and all that sort of stuff. Room again. It's because it's been chunking through loads of steel. It's weirdly. I think I was thinking from a sort of a. Is that a purple slug up there? From a Factoria point of view, that steel is quite tough to make, but it doesn't seem to be quite as tough in this game. I mean, I'm not saying it's easy, but right. So where can we put steel? Gonna need another chest. I think we're gonna need another chest, aren't we? Yeah. Okay. So let's do a couple. So put steel in there. No, that's rods. Have I got any rods? Some, but I need them. What the heck is that I'm holding? What's that? Hub parts. Oh, okay. That's because I picked the hub up. So if I put them in there. No? Which one was it? This one? No, this one. That one. Right, so screws. Rods. I put the. Did I put the limestone in there? No. Put it in there. Okay. So I want to get rid of. Did I run out of space in here? No. 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 What we got? Organics. What's that? That's copper ore. Okay. Copper ore in there. Some of them. What should we call it? Steel beams. I don't think I've got them in anywhere else. because that's raw steel. So put them in there. So slightly mix the contents of this one. That's fine. Oh, organic type stuff. Is here? No. Here? No. Here? No. Here? No. Here? Yeah. Finally. Right, I'm just going to finish this bit off. So I should have done it all off stream, but you know, never did. Weird actually. I had the last couple of days, well, today and yesterday off, and it's kind of flown by. It's been really productive until, as I say, I sort of got this thing on notification on YouTube that there was this copyright claim, and that kind of ate up hours of me trying to work out what the hell's going on and what's supposedly stolen, and had I, and been some accident, or you know. But no, it's a short section of my VOD where I am going through like handcrafting some stuff, basically. And that's all it is, and I'm guessing that whoever this other, because I think it's one of these, I think it's some media organisation of some description. I'm guessing they have some, you know, they do streaming or whatever. I'm guessing that they've streamed Satisfactory, but I say I couldn't find it, so I couldn't cross-check it specifically, but that's my guess. And some automated system, and I say this is where it's wrong. I can understand why they've done it, yeah, why YouTube has done it, but it's not right, in my opinion. Because basically, so what they've done, it assumes guilt, and that's just not correct. You know, it's basically done with the assumption that you know, the person whose stuff is being claimed has stolen the material. But then it doesn't provide any evidence as to how it's come to that conclusion. It just shows you the bit that has supposedly been taken. So I've no way of judging. I know that, I mean, say researching around it, this organisation has claimed people looking at in-map screens, and it's clearly as they've opened the map and it's matched up with a tiny bit of footage of their VOD. And then this system, automated system, is basically like, oh well, that you know, that's the same stuff, so it must have been copied, which is just completely, you know, bananas. You know, I don't, you know, it's fine that it's been noticed as the same basic content or underlying content. I just heard some. I'm wondering if that's person going to collect their parcel. I say same. All right, that it's the same. It's fine that it's the same basic content, but they should then be required to, confirm that whatever it's flagged is space again, is their content that's been stolen. You know, it shouldn't just be assumed that just because some automated algorithm, you know, thinks it's the same, that it is the same. You know, it should be more intelligent than that. Right, so we can put them in there. As I say, I can see why Google's gone the way of, you know, trying to appease the thing. We all remember the whole ad-apocalypse and all that sort of rubbish. But as I say, now why is that 69? Is that because I'm putting a... Oh, it is. So it won't automatically add? That's a bit odd. Right, we're going to need another set of chests, aren't we? Then I need some of these... No, I've got some. So let's make some more. Because I know there's going to be a million iron plates and then other ones. Right, so I want to put some more of them in there. We've got Is it this one with... Oh no, they're steel ingots, aren't they? Not steel. Where was the steel ingots? There. Which don't quite fit. That's annoying. Maybe, since we don't actually... I thought we were going to have a lot of them, but maybe if we put them in there along with these. So I thought there'd be loads of them stacked up. I guess I wasn't actually making them. So, wires and cables. Since we've made a few more chests, let's put them in there. There's loads of them because, of course, they're used for, you know, the power poles, basically. So, rotors were here. Yes. What else have we got? Modular frames was like this one. Yeah. I'm probably should grab a few more of them if we want to make some more chests. So we've got bits of... No, where's them? Well, that's iron ore. And iron ingots, yeah. Coal, where's this one? No, this one? Yeah. Iron plate. So it seems to do some weird thing where you won't put in half stacks. I don't quite know what that's about. So I'll only put them in if they're full stacks for some reason. You know, like it won't automatically add. Should I risk it? No, I guess we should have another chest with the more iron plates in. So we need to put them in and then pick up the rest of it. No, where were they? Where are you? There you are. Right. Hopefully we can get this all done now. Where's the... Oh, there we go. We're going to have a look at the tractor after this. So we'll disassemble all of this. Make sure it's all tidied up. And then we'll go and see how the tractor has managed to spawn itself. Wait, what? There you go. What happened there? I'm pretty sure it'll have done it. It spawned itself underground. And that's what's causing the problem. Right, so we've got more chests than we have stuff. So we're okay. Is that cables? That's cables. That's wires. No, that's wires. One of these is rotors. That's rotors. Got loads of modular doobries. Them. And oops. No, was this the? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So for some reason it won't let me fill it up. If I do that, I can put the 500 in. Strange. So if we grab all of the... No, not that one. That one. All of the concrete, so we've got all of that. Because that's the main thing we need for the... Are you full? You're full. You're full. And were you? You're on plate. So maybe we just take that. No, okay. So we've got loads and loads of concrete to make the base, as it were. Certainly the the surface. I think do I have walls? I don't think I can actually build walls. I can. Okay, they're iron things, are they? Okay, so we can put some walls on as well. Walls are sort of completely unnecessary, really. But yeah, we'll go and have a look and see at the tractor. Because this one doesn't appear to be moving. So I'm pretty sure it's been spawned underground. Don't know where this bloke is to... do his thing. I'll edit the... I was just looking at the phone again there. I've unplugged it. I'll edit the swear out of the VOD when I upload it. Maybe if I leave the swear in, they'll claim the swear as well. Right. Oh, no, yes, no, I know, you're unhappy. I don't have any weapons. Brilliant. Should have brought them. See if we can't jink around and... Have we lost it? Yeah. There's other ones, aren't there? I remember now. Where's the tractor? Says it's over here. It's not right the way over at the thing, is it? That wouldn't line up with the... Where the heck is the tractor? It's there. What's it doing? Well, it's not underground. But it's also not doing anything. Oh, it's got no fuel. Huh. Why would it have no fuel? Oops. It would have no fuel if I guess there mustn't be any power going up to the thing. There could be some error in how I've set it all up, but it was like that for ages, wasn't it? Something wrong there. It doesn't matter. We've got tons of fuel, so I'm not. This feels like it should be something, but it isn't. Do need to avoid whatever that was making the grumbly noises. If I can. Yeah, I find the scale a little bit difficult in this game. Compared to Factorio, as in the... you're too close to the building, and then if you put down one of those towery things, you're too far away. I prefer if it had... Essentially that, I don't actually use it, I prefer that when you're on it, but, Dyson Sphere has the build mode, which is like closer to... Factorio style. Top down. Right, I think what I'll try and do, if I can, is can I get on top of this rock? No, I can't. Oh, maybe. From this angle? Yeah. Now, can I build a tower? A lookout tower. Will it let me put one on top? No. So we might be able to do like we did with when we were doing the old coal, the coal area. Floor is too steep. A player is in the way. Looks like it's moving at least. Right, so let's find a place to stick down a tower then. So if we put one over here, so we know, we'll leave this power pole as our connection to our coal power. So there must be either there's some wrong connection somewhere or something I've done. Because I thought I set up, because you have like the separate loading and, filling bits to the station. So I thought I'd set that up correctly. Maybe I disconnected something somewhere. But I'm surprised it had no fuel whatsoever. That was a bit odd. Right, so if we're making a great big sort of factorio, where do we want to put it? I guess starting with where the power is and where the coal is not too bad a start. But we want to avoid that edge. So let's get some of this laid down. How high do I want to elevate it? That's the other question. Because I can't get rid of those rocks, can I? Can technically build on top of them though. So if we were saying that was the... Make that the edge. Whee. Is that connected? I think so. So I'm literally just thinking a massive great base, you know, like a base meaning flat area rather than a massive base as such. I saw quite a lot of people, they seem to build out on the water, which seems like quite a good idea actually, because gives you, what's that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we'll do 15, 16. So can we put some more on there? 17. It's too far away, is it? Yeah, it's too far away. Let's see if we can wander over. Wander over there. So we have to put some ramps and stuff and doors and all that sort of stuff. If we put another tower here, maybe give us another place to build. You know, another lookout point. Because they're quite cheap, the towers. Organisation. So we stick it round the back here. It's your problem, mate. It's too far away. Looking at getting an electric car. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19, 20. So that's 20 across. Now how many can we actually get in over here before we hit the rock? Hit the rock. Yeah, looking at, you know, because my car is very old. It needs replacing. And given internal combustion engines are basically going to be illegal, you know, new ones in a couple of years, might as well look at going electric. The problem, and it's the kind of the problem that, you know, a lot of people have been saying is going to be an issue for the adoption of electric cars, is the charging, because I live in a rented accommodation, so I can't really install one of these home charging points, which means I'm then beholden to, you know, the filling up, as it were, topping up providers, which I don't mind. You know, I'm used to filling my car up with petrol from whatever petrol station. But the thing with that is that all petrol pumps are the same, whereas the power things have like different connectors, and you have different like paying systems, and some are cards and some are a very small handful of direct payment, so there's no standardisation. Some of them don't seem to have the same connector, which I think that may be old information, because that would seem odd to me that, you know, different manufacturers have got different connections. You would think the car industry, in an attempt to be, you know, preserve its own relevance, would not go down the route of everyone having different chargers. You know, I mean, like connectors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it looks like I might be able to get 10 across. In fact, I've got loads of stuff still. So if we go and pop another one over, maybe over there. See if we can't. So I'm not anticipating doing anything more than just creating a gigantic sort of, almost like a warehouse. And so we'll see how many we can actually get in this area. And then kind of the next mission will be to actually fill it with all the production. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One of the things I was a little surprised about is that, now, this is not quite true, but the cost savings weren't quite as much as I thought, in the sense that, you know, like the cost of, oh look, there's a random doobie there, we'll get rid of that. The cost of, because all I want to avoid is putting it all on top of the patches. You know, I don't want to cover up any ore. That's the only thing I'm sort of concerned about in terms of the size of this. So if we put this here, you know, we know that we don't want to infringe on this, so, you know, that's fine. Ooh. Right, so what does that look like? So I completely forgot how many I counted. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that is 10. So if we were to do 11 and 12, is that going to cut? Because this is where we need to avoid, basically. So we put a bunch in here. How far up does that take us? I was going to do these assuming that no one's going to watch, so I mean, I guess I should do as well as this series, I also stream Factorio. Factorio is my favourite game of all time, but the thing I've not done that, you know, I think a lot of players would consider, you know, a sort of normal thing to do, is build a mega base. So the series I'm doing is to build a mega base, but I'm trying, and this is like the secret thing to it, is it's me building a mega base. You know, it's how would I, if someone, well, I have set myself the challenge of building a factory that does multiple thousands. I'm aiming for 5, but you know, if we get to, you know, 3,000 or something, I'm more than happy with that. But how would I do that? You know, so not using, you know, somebody else's, you know, pre-made designs for everything. Obviously, I've seen things, and you know, I can't pretend I've not had inspiration from things other people have done. But you know, I'm trying to avoid using blueprints from other, you know, these pre-made blueprints. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I don't, you know. It's not meant as a criticism of anyone that does do that. It's just say the challenge is, you know, what does my mega base look like? How do I do that? It's going pretty well. We've launched, you know, we launched the rocket ages ago, so you know, we have finished the game, and I say that's where I would normally. We're in the bit where I get lost, in a sense, the sort of the bit where I lose interest. So it's going to be here. You know, I kind of figured out one of the problems I've been having with trying to, you know, do it previously was I get to a point where I go out and do, like, you know, permanent walls, and it takes ages to clear the blighters out. It was made a lot easier this time with Spidertron, and that's one of the big reasons I kind of decided to do. I wonder if you can maybe blow those rocks up. I know there's gunpowder. I wonder if maybe you eventually get like proper explosives. Oops, no, I didn't mean to do that. First error. Putting these down. What happened Right, so on foundation. I do have to be slightly aware. I mean, obviously we had a couple of thousand. I have to be slightly cautious. We'll do them from the other end, so it's easy. Yeah, we do have to be slightly cautious that, you know, we've got the... I don't run out of concrete, basically. I'm not sure if I can do walls, basically. That's the other thing. Not walls. If I can do like internal floors, because these are foundations. These aren't floors. But presumably there's, you know, some system. I think that's probably the edge there. We don't want to chance our luck too much. Yeah, presumably there's some system, you know, for having multiple floors. You know, as in, you know, if I... This is annoying. That cliffy thing. But if I put a wall here... or do I want the other... So if that's a wall, like that, there's got to be some way, hasn't there, for putting a roof on that? But I don't appear to have them. So I don't know if that's a later thing. Or can I maybe put... Oh, you can put the foundations on there. Is that what you're meant to do? That doesn't seem right. Because that's very low. Huh. Maybe that's what you're meant to do. Or maybe there'll be eventually a proper... You know, like roof tile, maybe? I don't know. I was pure spaghetti when I played the game before. So it became obvious. Where did that go? That was completely in the wrong place. I say, when I kind of realised you couldn't finish the game, I did sort of stop. Right, so we need to see if we can fill this in from over here. I've slumped again. I've done a slump. Mr. Slump. That's what they should call me. But yeah, so I kind of, you know, feels like I need to either commit to this or, you know, stop in a sense. And I wondered if a way around that was maybe to just almost ignore the whole be consistent and switch it up for some Dyson Sphere occasionally. But the problem is, really, the big issue is the time off stream to do it, you know, to play the game. Yeah, because I should have done this off stream, but just didn't have the time. Not least of all because I'm spending quite a lot of time working out Factorio builds. And I've already realised that my whole... Right, we've ordered ourselves in and this is the base. One of the when it gets to purple and gold science, and I haven't even looked at, you know, the rocket parts. They're going to be even more bonkers, but the production scale you need for, you know, the steel just for 5,000, just for purple. I can kind of, because I was thinking I didn't want to do centralized smelting, I wanted to do localized smelting, but no. we you know, there's going to have to be some compromise there. I think what I'll do, I'll keep this local smelting, but local to the outposts, basically. So we'll have the outposts smelting the iron plate and copper plate, and then it'll just be the steel. You know, the factory will take in iron plate, you know, and produce the steel it needs, and everything else, obviously. But still means a great big, you know, steel smelting area. So, you know, once we sort of avoid, not avoid, but, you know, we don't have a central steel smelting place as such. It is still smelted locally, but I mean, one of the things that does mean is that, having realised that, is my red science build is sort of irrelevant. you know, in terms of what it is, it just needs some plates, some things to make cogs, basically. So if I'm dropping off iron, you know, plates. So we could go a bit further that way, probably. I think we're probably at the edges here. We could always do, like, you know, bits off. But I think that's probably the basic size of the boy. I don't know where this person is with the parcel. The other thing, the thing I'm pretty convinced about this postie is he doesn't leave, you know, what you may not know, when they with the Royal Mail, when they, you know, miss you, as it were, when you're not there to pick a parcel at your door, they're meant to leave. If they leave it with somebody, they leave a note saying who's got it. You know, it's at number 73 or whatever. Take it to there, and if they can't find anyone to pick it up, oh, we've run out of concrete. And we have probably run out of concrete, I think, there, aren't we? As in, I don't think I've got any more in the thing. I think I've got a load of whatchamacallit, you know, the rocks. What is it? Limestone. So we could hand make a little bit more. Should we just do that? We might as well. Let's finish off that bit. So we want, what is it, a craft bench? Because what I need to think is, where am I going to put, like, you know, the hub and that sort of thing? Is that going to be in this or not? So let's just crack away on that. I mean, we might as well turn it all into concrete. Feels like I've left a lot of... I've been very rambly today. What's my trademark moaning there? But yeah, it's been, you know, apart from the whole spurious copyright claim, things have been going quite well on YouTube. I assume that's, I don't know if the audiences overlap, if anyone watches my Factorio streams is watching some of the, you know, the Satisfactory VODs as well, but yeah, they've been getting a few views, which I was, you know, pleasantly surprised by. But also, yeah, some people are actually watching at least chunks of the VODs, which, you know, that's nice to see. Because you know, they're obviously the chunky things, 4-hour VODs, and a lot of it is stuff, you know, I would cut out because it's just, you know, well, like clearing out biters and stuff. How many hours of that is really that interesting? If you're not, you know, if you're not there chatting to the person doing it, sort of thing, or, you know, it's not a live thing, it's even less interesting, I would have thought, or, you know, in my opinion. And there we go. 2 bits of stuff left. Okay. So might as well chuck it in there. Where was the... stick it in there. Right, so let's go and do these last few bits of... Can I reach it from here? I can I? That was the whole point. Oh, I can do them. A couple there. A bit too far away. So it's not snapping properly. Let's just do it from here rather than go up the thing. I'm not going to put walls on. I don't think. Partly because this is in enormous space, so hopefully it should all fit. But also, you know, we're only going to do the basics, and I don't want to put the walls on and then find that it's exactly where I want to put, you know, a thing, as it were. What I will do is have a glass of water. I'll put some ramps on. Oh, also, does that use concrete then? Oh, it does. Okay. So no, we definitely don't want to do that. But I'll put a couple of ramps on. Wrong ramp. No, that was the right ramp. Yeah, just so I can get on and off at some points. Let's put one there. One here. Just to make me, you know, my access a little bit easier. No, you're gonna. Okay. Put too many more. There isn't any other use so far for limestone, is there? Apart from concrete. I don't think. I think that's the only use for it so far. There must be other things, I would have thought. Do I need another one? I mean, I can jump up as well. But... Right, so that gives us some things. The thing I'm not entirely sure about is bringing the copper in. That's what I'm not sure about. But we'll come to that later, I think. Right, so what we're going to do, we need to craft up some miners. And if we can. Oh no, we need the other bench, don't we? So production. We need the equipment workshop. And we need to have a look. We can make 43 of these. We need a bunch because certainly the level. Is it only level 2 I can do? Let's have a look. How many have I got in the thing? I've got some in here. No, not in here. In here? No, not in there. In there? No, not in there. In there. There we go. Because only level 1s that I was using. So what we want to have a look at. The miner, so it's miner mark 2 is the only one I can make. So this is the rebar-y things that are going to scupper us there. Now, how do I make them? Because don't you need one thing? Don't you need concrete? Yeah, you need concrete, and I haven't got concrete now. Okay. Steel beams is fine. There was. Oh no, there wasn't, was there? I don't think I had a lot of them. No, it's only 200. Got loads of steel though, so I can just hand make some. So let's think. If I was to put the first one over on concrete, so what do I actually need to make? I need. Is it like 5 of them? I don't know whether it is or not. So I'm going to need 40 encased industrial. Because the others I've got. You know, I've got. No. 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 Yep. So you see, you've got 200 of them. And then these are here. Yeah. You know, 100 of them. No problem. It's the other ones that's a problem. So we do need to make one more mine at the least. So let's make one of them. Right, so that gives us 8 miners, and it's the encased industrial beams that are the problem. And they're a problem because I need iron, I need concrete, which I don't have because I don't have any limestone. So if we temporarily, I don't have any power either, do I? That was dumb. So I mean, I could hand mine it, couldn't I? I guess. How much does each of these? So each one only needs 10, was it? Yeah, so it needs 10 of those lads. I don't know how much each one needs. It's a few. It's just because concrete is like 3, I think. Oh, I could. Well, why am I doing that? Why don't I just put down? Because they don't need power, do they? The level 1, the original. Oh no, I don't do it from there, do I? Do it by holding it? So then, since I did it, there we go. There we go. Because this doesn't need power for some reason. So we can go and have a look at how much do I actually need. How much have I got? So I got 36 and I got 32. How much does each of these need? Each of these needs, each of them, as well as that, needs only 5 concrete. And I need 40, so I'm going to need 200 concrete. And the concrete requires 3 of them, so I'm going to need 600 bits of limestone. Ouch. But we can grab them. And we can make what we've got at the moment. Because we need, so it's only 6. 3, 5, 6. Not sure I'll have enough reinforced beamy jobs, but then they're quite easy to hand make. Yeah, so we'll grab. I could put another couple on here, couldn't I? Because it can take loads. In fact, yeah, let's just do that. So let's grab you there. Oops. You there. There. One on. There we go. One on there. On there? No? On there? No. There you go. And one there. So they should chunk through and... Are you full? Yeah. They're quite quick, you see. So... Nope, I'll put that in the wrong direction. So it's a bit manual, but... I put all the concrete in the ground, in the thingies. Probably need more of these anyway. But this will do. Right, so let's craft up as many of these as we can. Where are they? Can't afford recipe. Oh, of course I need to make the actual concrete. Of course. Doopy doopy doo. So that gets us 3. So we can now make at least 1 of the old laddies. Right, and now make them. So this should get us 1.5 worth. The difficulty may be the the belt actually, because level 2. I don't think we can afford level 3 belt at all. Can we? So let's look at loggy sticks. Yeah, well, that's the steel things again. I said this last time, didn't I? That actually these seemed more difficult to make than them, because they're actually quite easy to. The old steel beams, it's just 4 steel ingots. Whereas the other one, you've got to make a whole. So to make these ones, you need one of them, and one of them is 6 plates and 6 screws. So it's quite a complicated recipe compared to the steel, which is the only issue is bringing the coal over. Right, so we've probably got enough now. Grab all. Oops. Oh, I'm not sure actually that the level 1 miners might not actually be the, one of those weird things where they're actually the, best way of doing it, because you can put more of them down. I don't know how many levels of miners there are, but put more of them down on a patch. It's just that obviously you're then, locking yourself into a horrible manual process that, you can't run, as it were. Not horrible manual, but a manual process that isn't really viable. But so I think they actually mine, because of the parallelness of it, they actually mine them up about the fastest. Right, how many can we make now? We can make 14, and we need. So that's not enough, is it? We need 25 more. So we need to keep going until we got 25 registered as possible. We might have enough concrete, I don't know. We're close. No, it's not quite going to do it. Is it one short? Yeah, we're going to be one short. That's fine, we can just pick them up and we'll get the limestone that they've got. I wasn't, I didn't have these automated, so. It's not a problem, to be making these. I was kind of expecting that bit. Just thought I'd have enough concrete. But I did say that earlier on. I wasn't making enough. I wasn't storing the concrete. I was just, holding it in the one smeltery thing. Right, so if we pick one of these out, do I get all the stuff in it? I do. So we can pick all of these out. Because they get in the way of the actual things when you put them down, the level 2s. Well, they seemed to when I tried it before. But right, so we need to make a little bit more concrete. So that we can make one more encased beam. Let's be able to make 2. So that's our encased beams. So we have everything to make 4 miners. So we put one down on the limestone. There we go. So I want it pointing, I don't know. I don't want spaghettiing the stuff into the base. Just point it roughly in the right direction. Like that. So it's going to be, because this, it's sort of pointless. What I could do, I could parallelize the belts, but this produces 120 a minute. And the loggy sticks, you need level 2 belt to move 120 a minute. So what we could do is have a little bit of level 2 belt. Level 3 is obviously, that's the other option. But I haven't now got many of those steel bars basically. That's all we've got. We only got 36. Whereas them, I do have some of them. But you know, I could use that and then put it into a splitter and split it between a whole load of level 1 belt because we've got loads and loads of iron plate. So that's another option. But anyway, plop these down, the 4 that we got. Let's leave that one for the time being. And let's... I think there were 3 over here. Oh, I got confused by that. But... So I think there were 3. 1, 2, and there's one in this hole. Oh, there we go, yeah. So there's 3 over there. Is that it? Is there only 3? I think there were only 3. So this is the... Because I know that they've introduced the hover thing, haven't they? They're like the jet... You know, like the... Whatever you'd call it. I can't think what they call it. I'm sure it's like a hover pack or something like that. That would be really useful, because these are fine, you know, but having to go up every single time and realising it's, you know, it's too far away is a pain in the bum. But yeah, so because I say this is what I like about Factorio in particular. You're working in the bird's eye view straight away. So how do we want to orientate these? We probably want to. So we've got 3 patches here, and I'm pretty sure it's only 1. Oh, I can jump across there. Pretty sure it's only 1 over here. But let's go and have a quick check. Because there's 1 there, and that's it, I think. There's 1 there, you see. Is this a patch? No. So, we're going to have 4 lines coming in theory. And we've now got, haven't we got the store level? Yeah, the industrial storage. 48 slots, 2 inputs and outputs. Yeah, so in theory, we can have 2 of these down. We haven't really got the steel for it, but we could have 2 of them down, and we could stick all of the iron ore coming in into those for processing. And I just spaghetti the belt round. Like I say, I don't mind the belt being quite spaghetti-ish, sort of outside the factory. It's just inside I want it to be a bit more organised and sort of usable. The question is, do I put these... Well, where do I put these? I could put them... I mean, on the edge is obviously the obvious thing. But if I put them in the centre... That probably makes more sense because of how they do the splitters in this game. Where is Loggy Sticks? There's Loggy Sticks. Because of these splitters having the three, you know, they've got the 1 in and the 3 out. Oops, what did I press there? Where's it gone? Splitter. If I have that, see, if I have the containers on the edge, I'm sort of wasting one of them. So we might as well have the inputs sort of more central. I mean, I can always build extra stuff around here, but say. Yeah, so I think if we have 2, I'm not gonna put them right on the edge, but we'll have 2 containers, I think, here, and then basically, well, does that make sense? Let me think about it, because it does have 2 outputs. And I'm thinking we have the containers, you know, on the edge, and they feed immediately, because there's nothing, unless I'm missing it, you know, misunderstanding something. There's nothing that use iron ore. Well, you know, steel ore. You know, steel bars do as well, but nothing uses iron ore apart from the iron plate smelting. So I'm effectively using the, you know, the things as like a, you know, like a buffer or an organisation system. I kind of fancy putting them on the edge there, and then it feeds immediately into smelting. I mean, I don't have to use all 3 outputs to the thing. It's just, you know, if we end up with level 3 belt eventually. How big is a smelter? Let's have a look. So smelter. Because what I'm thinking is, say we put the smelters. It'd be nice to be able to do a. Unless there is something doing it like as a blueprint rather than actually building. Because I'm thinking then there's like a row of smelters producing all the iron and steel, obviously. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So it might actually be better if we do smelters like a couple. So yeah, we'll put them in slightly. I can always use the edges to put my, you know, hub and all that sort of stuff on. You know, if it actually, you know, works out better that way. Will you stop walking across my factory? I don't know. I know there's nothing there yet, but you know, give us a chance, mate. Oh no, missed. Thought I was grabbing the grabbing the handle. Right, yes. So okay, let's put down the actual things. Yeah, we want minus there, and I guess if I orientate them like that, it'll make my job slightly easier. And then one there. Maybe like that. Can I get the other one? Or is it obscured? Yeah. So they're sort of pointing. I mean, I always put them down again, you know. Put them down. Reconstruct them. I'm not going to connect the belts up. Just do it sort of conceptually at the moment. Right. So let's go and grab a load of like iron plate and, you know, wire and cables and stuff that'll let us build the machines. And I can always go multi-level, you know, it's just so we don't have concrete working at the moment, so we can't quite do that. So if I grab those screws and those screws, let's chuck the let's chuck that away. Make a bit of room. So we want what? 9 bars. Just there. I'll deconstruct some of these if they're empty. Oops. No, missed. There you go. So cables. In fact, I'll deconstruct that. We're emptying it, and then I guess just a few wires in case it needs them for the splitters and stuff. Just getting a handful of things basically. And then a bunch of them. Oh, we've got more now than I thought actually. Don't need that. Oops, coal. Got wires. Don't want them. And plate. I guess I've not really got any copper because I haven't deconstructed that bit. Wait. Oh no, that's steel. What am I missing? That's coal. Nothing, I guess. Okay. Right, let's give that a sort. Right, yes, so I say I'm sort of thinking these come in via, and there's another one, you know, around the back, so that comes in as well. And they come in, say, so let's do a couple in, and I'll think about putting my hubs and stuff here. So if we put the first storage chest, industrial storage. Oops. Why is that the wrong way around? There we go. So the first one here. How do we want to line it up? Let's put it there. Is it on the edge? Oh, it's on the edge. In the centre? Oh, I need more. Of course it needs steel. Brilliant. Right, let's go and handcraft a bunch of them. We've got loads of steel ingots, so that's not a problem. Loads of ingots. There you go, you see. So make a bunch of them. Still not entirely sure I understand why the vehicle tractor ran out of coal. Unless it doesn't auto, I mean, it must auto fuel it. It could it, maybe it could be that. No, it wasn't full, was it? Because I was thinking if the egg output was full. Oh, what was that? 66. Okay. If the output was full, then it wouldn't have anywhere to put it, and it would fill up. And then it's, you know, when it gets to the other side, it's not really stopping because it's, you know, it's full. So it just goes straight back again. But it wasn't full, so that theory would not work. So it should, yeah, we're good. Is that on the edge? Yeah, that'll do. So the idea is that is that the right way around? Let's just test it. Logistics, conveyor line. So if that was. Oh, it has to snap, does it? Okay. Wait, have I put these the wrong way around? No, these indicate the direction, don't they? I think. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so. The raw iron ore comes in there. We could also put. How much have I got here? We've only got. They cost 20 steel things each. Okay. Okay. So that's right, isn't it? Yeah. So this could be coal. You know, I could belt it over. Not proposing to take that down, but as I say, I don't understand why it's not working. So that could be coal. Now copper. Oh, I mean, it could be copper as well. In fact, that's a point. How am I gonna? It'd make more sense if that was coal. Let's go and get it on the tower. Bird's eye view. Bird's eye view. Yeah. So I say that could be coal coming in, and then we've got, you know, our options basically. I'm wondering if we use the sort of ground floor for basic production, you know, basic materials, and then we start getting fancy and go up the things. Because I'd quite like to use some of these. These are quite fun. You know, lifts. And they're, I mean, it's, you know, it's the same materials as the what do we call it? So yeah. I quite fancy doing that, but it means building the whole, you know, second floor, and that leads. Well, at the moment, I don't know if there's a cheaper floor, but you know, it's going to cost loads of concrete we don't have. Right. So my idea, my thought, my theory, production. There we go. Is that we have a whole load of smelters lined up here, essentially. It would make some sense, would it not, to do a foundry on this side. So we do steel first, I think, but I can't because I haven't got any concrete. So I'm thinking if we put the, you know, a couple of foundries here, which I think we should be able to support, and we got the coal there, that's just, you know, in straight and easy. And then we put the iron in from that one to make steel, and then this one is making iron as well. So I haven't done the maths, and that's kind of where we're falling over, in that I don't know how many foundries I need. You know, I don't know how much they process, etc., etc. Well, actually, got further. I kind of thought we'd get to this point and be finished, but there's only 4:30, so I'm very much flying by the seat of my pants, basically. If we make a bunch more of them, so we got plenty of stuff there. So make a bunch more of these, and that'll let me at least experiment. Yeah. I might as well make some more concrete as well, mightn't I? We've got that stuff in there. So, oh, in fact, let's just deconstruct here. Let's make some more concrete as well. Doing a lot. I've been doing a lot of moaning, like kind of thing, really. But I do like that it's much more chilled. There's no, there's no pollution and none of the. Well, I suppose there was that spider thing that attacked us because presumably we were close to its burrow, but it was very localized. And I could have decided, right, well, I'll go and build somewhere else then. It wouldn't have come and sort us out, I don't think. But yeah, I do much, it's like Factorio with the biters turned off, but then you end up in that with loads and loads of stuff that, there's no point building. Or, you have absolutely no need to build, like turrets and stuff. And I quite like doing the defences in Factorio. Right, so that's got us a load of concrete and some steel beams. What else might I need? I suppose there's the cables, and I think we're alright. So, can I now will you let me make a foundry? Yes, you will. So, if this comes in here, then the idea, my thought process, because I don't think there are levels of splitters and sort and mergers and stuff. I think it just handles whatever speed it comes in at. So, so the idea, I guess there's sensitive. And then this is coal. And I can take another line across the top. In fact, can't you stack splitters? Yeah, you see you can stack splitters, so we could do something funky there, but we don't need to. But we'll take that out of the top, if it will let us, with the whole conveyor thingy. No? Okay. So it won't let me put one of those on top. Okay, so I might have to do something interesting. I don't actually know. Can I? Will it let me just take belt straight out? Possibly. Okay. That's if I need to do that. I don't, so I don't imagine I'm actually going to be making that much. But I say the idea is we have a foundry here. Which way around is that? There we go. And that's getting so this is the bit I struggle with the whole 3D building. And it'd be good to have whatever that jetpack is. Right, maybe if we make a bit of space. like that. So I think I'm coming around to the idea of this is like the basic processing floor. But yeah, so basically this is... Can I get on there? No, you won't let me jump up on there. Okay, fine. So is that lined up? Because I think that was lined up with the centre rather than the... I don't know why it does that with the snapping. Let's try it. So that was coming out there. Yeah, it's not lined up on the thing, is it? So we want foundry again. It was doing this with the power where it was lining the wrong things up. You know, it wasn't lining it. So is that... Because that lines it with the centre, you see. And what I want is it lined up with the belt. Again, let's leave a bit of a gap. Is that the belt? I think that's lined up with the belt. So let's have a look. Let's just use so I'm just using one to do it. I don't know what will actually be feeding in. That looks straight to me. Yeah. And the idea then is that we would have another. So it's very much like a bus, really, in Factorio. So we have that there, and is that lined up? There, there, no, there, there, there. So it needs to be there. Because this is iron ore, and then that goes in there. Like that. Which looks straight to me. Yeah, cool. Right, so what I want to know, if that, I mean obviously it needs to make it steel. It's 45 a minute that it can make, and it requires... So is that 1 every 15? Not quite sure I understand that. Because everything is 3. So 3 steel ingot, 3 iron ore, 3 coal. So maybe it's just like in Crastorio where, you know, it does them in chunks, but it's still the same basic ratio. You know, 1 to 1 to 1, as it were. Huh. But effectively means, I think, you've got to deliver 15 per minute. I'm pretty sure that delivers 60. So we could work entirely with level 1 belt there. And what would a single yellow... Yellow? It's not a yellow belt. Level 1 belt. So if it is 15, one of those, you know, a level 1 belt system could support 4? Yeah, I think it could support 4. But how many of these can we actually support? Because this, if this is doing iron ore, 120 a minute. So that's 2 lots, isn't it? So that's nowhere near a problem. Okay. So I think my, you know, carryover of, you know, how Factorio's numbers work and the fact that steel is an enormous production challenge, it's kind of colouring my vision of it. So it's not actually that hard to produce it in this game. Unfortunately, that appears to be slightly bigger than a single tile, a single, you know, foundation. That's a little bit annoying. So I can't get rid of this, can I? That's annoying. Hopefully there's gunpowder in the game at some point and I can use that. Yeah, okay. So I'm not actually going to put them in, but that would be the iron, the steel. And then the idea, I think, is, the idea I've got is I then use, you know, lifter belts. Well, we can stick it in storage here. It probably all go in. If it's only coming out at 15 a minute, we could sort of use mergers to stick it all into a single thing, I think. Single one of these large containers. And that might work quite well, actually, if we put it on the edge. So we could have the... I don't think I can actually build this because I'm not going to steal. No, I have not. So we could have it here. You know, they all feed into one here. And maybe I inset it a bit. So we bring it in a little bit. Do I need a bit more space? I don't know. Let's give ourselves a bit more space. No, let's put it there. So it'd be here. And then we've got the options that we can take it up a floor. Or if we need to take the steel somewhere else, we can just stick it out of the edge of the factory there. Yeah, I like that idea. Now, how we get that? So I guess because a merger does 3 into 1, doesn't it? So we need 2 of them, I guess. So organizations, logistics. Oops, no, that's a splitter, not a merger. So my thought process is that we perhaps have what's going on there. So that's a line there and there. So that comes out of there, and then perhaps that one feeds in. I mean, we could just have a row of them, couldn't we? Just feeding them in. I know. If I need to, if it's because 15, 30, it should all just be level 1 belt. I mean, we could stick 2 of these on, you know, and just, you know, use the height we've got, as it were. But yeah, I think that'll work. Is the point? And so we've got room here to, you know, send it up a level or whatever. Yeah, I like that. Now, since that was, you know, so much steel from so little iron ore, I guess if we leave a bit of space to put some more in case we need them, you know, we can just bump the belts up then. So we want iron ore processing further down. But how much further down? Thinking the same basic idea, you know, the iron ore comes in. Yeah. Oh, what we could do, I mean, we could have the copper on this side, you see. Yeah, I like these ideas that I am having. I'm sure other people have had similar ideas though. So yeah, so idea is that a smelter... Oh no, because smelters make iron... that's a point. The smelters make ingots rather than plates and stuff, don't they? And it's only because... Let's just go and check the recipes. Just to make sure. Because steel you convert basically directly into... Well, I mean, I guess they are constituent components, aren't they? Because what I'm saying is basically, so iron ingot, you then convert into things you can actually use, so iron plate and rods and stuff. Yeah, they're made from iron ingot. Whereas, you know, a steel beam, I guess it's because I'm thinking of that as a... I mean, that is a component thing. You know, you use it in stuff. Same with the pipes. So they're the equivalent of each other, basically. So if I'm thinking, you know, in this factory, you know, the actual steel beams and steel pipes I'm making on floor 2, then iron rods and iron plates I'm making on floor 2 as well. So that I'm okay with. So we just need to make a whole load of smelting to make iron ingots, copper ingots, and I guess we can make concrete as well. Yeah, I like that. I like that as a plan. We shall see how well it actually goes, though. This is very uncomfortable. I've got, because I'm expecting, well, I don't know where the hell he is, but because this guy's meant to be picking this parcel up, I'm trying to keep my ear not covered by the headphone, but also so that I can still hear it. But it's pressing on my ear quite painfully. Right, so, in other words, we want a bunch of smelters, but how much room do we want to leave? Let's see if we can't measure it out with foundries. I say I'm hoping at some point I can blow that up, but if not, I can just sort of work around it. So that would be one there. Then this would, in theory, be there. Oh, unless you can just build through it, can you? Don't know. Looks like you might be able to. So if we then put a third one there, fourth one here-ish. So we don't want we want iron ore smelting to start sort of on this, just to be sure. These are quite small compared to the steel ones, so it's not too much room. I do want it to line up though, otherwise why are you not lining up? Is that too far? Maybe that's too far. What's that? Yeah. It obviously has a limited range to when it does the lining up thing. But if we put one there, immediately do that. Take that down. So, if this is making iron ingots, so that can produce 30 a minute. So it's effectively 2 level 1 belts. So if we're saying we're working at maximum capacity, so if we just make the assumption that one of the miners is supplying the steel, then we've got 3 here that we're going to make iron ingots out of. They're at 120 per minute, so that's 360. And what was it? In fact, I'm not a level 2 miner, level 2 smelter or something. No. So this is only 30. So, if that's 360, then maths. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. So in theory, I could support 12 smelters. Why were we always running out of stuff then if I could support 12 smelters? Because I couldn't, because I didn't actually have that. So, I don't think I can actually fit those in, but we'll give it a go. So, if that was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops, no. I'm just going to hit Control Z then. So undo that. I want to build more smelters, please. I've lost count, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops. 10, 11, 12. So it exactly fits. The question then, though, is where am I going to put the copper smelting? I mean, with this copper, as I said, it's 5 o'clock already. With the copper, the other option is I smelt it, somewhere else, as it were. So I have another, copper factory or copper production over there, because we've only got the one, there might be 2 things over there, and there are a couple of other ore nodes that I've already been and put a level 1 miner on. I think I did that. So you see we got some there, but this should ping another one. There you go. I already went and investigated them. So we could, we're going to have to bring it in anyway, so we could smelt that locally. The other option is I kind of move everything over a bit. Because we have room on this side, don't we? How much room? So I could move these, certainly at least one over. I don't really need that much space there. How much does that free up? If this is a row here, because we could get another row of foundations in here as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to move this all over a little bit. Yeah, okay. But yeah, so that's a fairly good place to leave it. Basically, what I'm planning, as I say, is this will be the steel smelting, this will be the iron smelting, and then we'll probably have copper smelting on the other side. So we could put it, further down. We don't need it to be all the way up here. So in other words, I can pull up all of this, probably foundations, because I think you don't have to. You can do walls, I'm pretty sure, when I've seen people's bases, online. You don't need all of the foundations to be there, basically, and it just hangs. I think you don't have to support it. It's not like Valheim where you have to put, you have it's more like Fallout 4 where you could have super suspended structures, and it's that would be impossible. You would have to in real life, but I think it's fine with it. We're probably going to have to go quite high with I wonder why they only give you small. Why is there not if these are going to need like 3, you can add to there, because that's not tall enough to go over the top, is it? Difficult to tell from the angle. No, so we would need to go 3 high anyway, so it's quite a lot of stuff. But yes, as I understand, in fact, I think, can't you? Oh no, it does. If I take this out, oh, it does float. Okay, right. So properly like Fallout 4 then. Did loads of settlement building in Fallout 4. I really enjoyed that. It was janky as hell, but it's really good fun. Huh. That changes things a bit, actually. I didn't know. I thought when you took the supporting things out, it automatically took everything resting above it. But then it makes sense, doesn't it? Because you could have, if you had, a separate... Oh. That's better. Separate thing here. Oops. No? Oh, I can't afford it. Okay. But if that was connected, and I took that wall out, why would it take out this bit of wall? This bit of floor, do you see what I mean? So, but yeah, I didn't know you could have completely floating platforms. That changes things a bit. Because don't I have... Do these have... Because that's the other question. How am I going to get up? How do you get up to the second floor? Would I have to use jump pads? I mean, I could build a big ramp. Unless because these are contained, aren't they? You can't actually stand on them and be lifted up. I think. Anyway, that's all for next time. So I'm gonna call that a stream now. I will do my... In fact, I've got Monday off because it's a bank holiday in the UK, so I will do my damnedest to basically sort this out. In the sense of, I'll move them over, put the copper in, so I'll try and get the base so that I've at least done the smelting level. By the next... Whether I stream that or not, I doubt, but it's at least at a level where, we've got the basic materials in, and I've worked out how to to move stuff up and down floors, including me. So yeah, we'll call it a stream there. As I was saying earlier, and for anyone watching or joining, I stream Satisfactory every Friday for a couple of hours at the moment. The plan may change on that. This copyright claim rubbish has kind of put a bit of a dampener on my interest in doing the series. If that's going to keep happening in particular, I'm not sure I can be bothered with the stress of that, given that, they get 6 views. It's like, what's the point, as it were. But yeah, so if I switch this up with some Dyson Sphere program, might do that. Especially now that they've done their fairly big update, and there are new planets, so it would make sense to start a new game, and hopefully, because it didn't take me that long to finish Dyson Sphere program, and that was with me having to manually do all of the inserters. So if the copy and paste is there, it could become quite an easy thing to do. And I've worked out how to play the game in a sense now. I've kind of made the mistake of trying to do a bus and failing at that already, so I don't need to repeat that whole error. But yeah, so I stream Satisfactory every Friday. At the weekends, I stream Factorio. That's much bigger. It's that's my proper series. This is just a bit of fun, really. Or as I say, with the whole copyright thing, less fun. I'm moaning about that a lot. Sorry, that's I fixate on things, but there you go. Yes, you can find me at Trismegistus on YouTube, on Twitter, and here on Twitch. It's alias to Triggles on YouTube and Twitter, but it is, if you put in youtube.com/Trismegistus, you will find me. I archive the VODs to YouTube for Factorio on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and this on Friday. The Factorio streams on Saturday and Sunday are usually about 4 hours, 3 hours minimum, though, starting at 3 p.m. BST, just as this series does. Don't think I have anything else to say. If you've been watching, thanks for doing so. If you've been catching up, thanks for doing so. Likes, subscribes, follows, etc., is always very much appreciated. If you want to see how I get along with this game and Factorio and any of the others. And thanks for watching, and feel free to skip all of the moaning in the streams if you're watching them on VODs. Yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers.